Everyone knows that the world is at a flex point, a hinge point in its history. The post-Cold War period has reached the moments of decision, I suppose, in many ways. We've seen that the United States economy is possibly in decline. It certainly doesn't seem that it's going to give Canada the free ride on growth that it's given for many years. Asia is rising. Global warming is an issue that's animating many of the countries of the world. There's a competition out there for resources, a very intense competition led by the Chinese. The Arctic ice is melting. There's all kinds of change, profound change going on in the world and its power structures. So the Canadian International Council commissioned a panel to look into these changes, and particularly to look are they going to mean for Canada, what are they going to mean for Canada's relations with the world. We call this the GPS project, and we call it the GPS project because we're looking for a global positioning strategy for Canada that makes sense given all the changes that we're seeing afoot in the world. GPS also evokes a sense of digitalization, and that's one of the profound changes that's happening in the world too. It's a connected world, it's a networked world, it's a world in which power relationships change. We certainly see that consumers have more power relative to producers than they've ever had before. Citizens have the potential to have more power relative to national governments than ever before. So states aren't alone as actors out there. They really have to maneuver their way among many, many interests that have a lot of power too. And we can see this in international conferences. You can't have an international conference on the environment without the corporate sector being big players there, without the environmentalists being big players there, without all kinds of actors being out there. So it's a very messy kind of democracy that's going on in the world. And the GPS project is designed really to try to navigate through that, a navigation system, and find a route from where we are now to where Canada has to go in order to most further our national interests.